Welcome, fellow adventurers, to a journey into one of the most vibrant and detailed fantasy settings ever created. Golarion, the world of Pathfinder, specifically through the lens of the Lost Omens. For newcomers and seasoned veterans alike, the Lost Omens setting is a treasure trove of epic history, sprawling continents and unforgettable heroes and villains. So, grab your dice and your character sheet as we embark on a grand tour of this incredible world. Our story begins, as many do, with a cataclysm. 1,000 years ago, the god Aroden, a mortal who ascended to divinity, was prophesied to return to Golarion and usher in a golden age. But he never came. His silence, known as the death of Aroden, plunged the world into chaos. The Eye of Abendigo, a massive perpetual hurricane, drowned nations. A demonic rift, the world wound, tore open in the north. And in the heart of the world, the nation of Cheliax turned to devil worship to maintain order. This is the backdrop of the Age of Lost Omens, an era defined by uncertainty, shifting powers, and the desperate search for new hope. Let's start our exploration in the heart of the setting, the Inner Sea region. Picture a massive inland ocean, surrounded by a dizzying array of nations, each with its own unique flavor. To the west lies Varisia, the land of ancient ruins and wandering nomads, a classic starting point for many adventures, including the famous Rise of the Rune Lords. Here you'll find the towering city of Magnimar and the shadowy port of Riddleport, both teeming with opportunity and danger. Travel south and you'll find yourself in the diabolical empire of Cheliax. Once the dominant human power, it is now ruled by the iron-fisted House Thrune, who made pacts with the legions of hell to secure their throne. Its cities are paragons of grim order, where infernal contracts are as binding as law. It's a land of gothic horror, political intrigue, and whispered rebellion, a perfect stage for stories of moral compromise and heroic defiance. But not all is dark. To the east of Cheliax lies Andoran, the birthplace of democracy in the Inner Sea. Born from a revolution against Chelish tyranny, Andoran champions freedom, equality, and the power of the common person. Its eagle knights patrol the world, fighting for liberty wherever they can. It's a beacon of light, offering a stark contrast to its infernal neighbor and providing a home for idealistic heroes. Continuing our journey east, we reach the deserts of Osirian, Golarion's analogue to ancient Egypt. With its colossal pyramids, sand-swept tombs, and god-pharaohs, Osirian is a land steeped in millennia of history. Adventurers here delve into forgotten crypts, seeking lost artifacts and battling ancient curses. It's a classic pulp adventure setting, where uncovering the past is the key to both fortune and survival. And what about the people who inhabit these lands? Golarion is a melting pot of ancestries. Beyond the familiar humans, elves, and dwarves, the Lost Omens setting has introduced a breathtaking diversity of playable peoples. You might play as a Leshy, a small plant person who embodies the spirit of nature, or a Gnoll, breaking the mold of a traditionally monstrous people to become a hero. There are the adaptable catfolk, the stargazing Strix, the resourceful ratfolk, and the inscrutable gillmen of the deep. Each ancestry comes with a rich culture and history, deeply woven into the fabric of the world. For instance, the dwarves of the Five Kings Mountains are struggling to reclaim their ancestral homes, while the elves have slowly returned to Golarion after a long self-imposed exile, bringing with them ancient secrets and a deep melancholy. The classes of Pathfinder also find unique expression in the Lost Omens setting. A cleric of Sarenrae, the goddess of the sun, might be a compassionate healer in one city, but a relentless crusader against the undead in another. A wizard studying at the Magambia Academy in the Mwangi Expanse, Golarion's vast, jungle-filled continent, practices a form of magic that blends arcane theory with primal wisdom, far different from the rigid spellcasting of their counterparts in Absalom. Rogues might be members of the Pathfinder Society, the setting's premier league of explorers and archaeologists, dedicated to uncovering the world's secrets. The setting gives every class a place to shine and a reason to exist. Speaking of which, no tour of the Lost Omens would be complete without mentioning the city at the center of the world, Absalom. Founded by Aroden himself, Absalom is the largest city on Golarion, a true metropolis of all peoples and cultures. It has withstood countless sieges over its 4,700-year history and stands as a symbol of endurance. At its heart lies the Starstone Cathedral, where mortals can take the test of the Starstone to attempt to achieve godhood themselves, a feat accomplished by only a handful of legendary figures. Absalom is the ultimate urban playground, a city where any adventure imaginable can and probably will happen. It's the city at the center of the world for a reason. Let's not forget the more distant and exotic lands. Travel north and you'll find the lands of the Linorm Kings, a Viking-inspired realm where warriors prove their worth by slaying mighty dragons. Go far to the east and you'll discover the continent of Tianxia, Golarion's version of Imperial Asia, with its own intricate history of dynasties, spirits and martial arts. And deep beneath the surface lies the Darklands, a subterranean world of endless caverns, strange creatures, and entire civilizations that have never seen the sun. The beauty of the Lost Omens setting is its sheer depth and breadth. Every nation, every city, and every ruin has a story. The lore isn't just background text, it's a collection of adventure hooks waiting to be discovered. The fall of the Starstone, the secrets of the Aslanti Empire, the ongoing struggle against the Whispering Tyrant. These are not just historical footnotes, but active, ongoing sagas that players can become a part of. The world feels alive because its history is not over. The Age of Lost Omens is an age of player characters. It is an age where your hero, your choices, and your adventures can genuinely shape the future of the world. So whether you're a game master looking for a rich world to set your campaign in, or a player seeking a character concept that truly feels unique and grounded, the Pathfinder Lost Omens setting offers limitless possibilities. It is a world built on a foundation of classic fantasy tropes, but expanded and subverted in fascinating ways, creating a place that feels both familiar and wondrously new. That's our whirlwind tour of the magnificent world of Golarion. Of course, we've barely scratched the surface. Each region we mentioned could fill a video of its own, and we didn't even get to the outer planes. What are your favorite parts of the Lost Omens setting? A specific nation, a piece of lore, or maybe a character you've played? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for joining me on this adventure today. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Pathfinder's lore, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content on the greatest tabletop RPGs. Until next time, may your roles be critical and your adventures be legendary.